Dear friends, good day. Today is Wednesday, January 6th, the 23rd day of the month of Teves. And I want to share something today as part of our inspiration series, number 181, a lesson that we learn from something we read in this week's Torah portion, so fundamental about the story of the Jewish people in Egypt. And Pharaoh makes a decree that all the boys have to be thrown in the Nile River. Not in a basket, but Moses' mother takes him, puts him in a basket, puts him in the Nile River. Pharaoh's daughter goes down to the river to bathe, and she hears a cry, and she looks out and she sees a basket. It's far out. She's like any princess surrounded by maidservants. And the Torah tells us that she decides she wants to save this child. And she reaches out her hand, and her hand stretches very far, way beyond it normally can reach. Way, way beyond. And she brings the basket closer to her through this miracle of an outstretched arm. And she saves the child, and this child turns out to be Moses. So it's interesting why the Hebrew word amasa means also maidservants. It could mean that she sent her maidservants. But we know that the maidservants were telling her, your father makes a decree to kill all the Jewish children. Why are you saving these children? So they weren't of a help. So how did she accomplish it? She accomplished it against all odds and against people who said, we're going to tell Pharaoh and he's not going to be happy that his daughter is going against his decree. And she saved Moshe by a miracle happening with her arm. And this miracle with the arm is a very important lesson for all of us. And that is that often when we find ourselves in a situation and we feel we should help, we feel there's something that needs help, or we feel there's something that we need to accomplish, and we look out and we say, wow, it's so far, it's so distant, it's so difficult, I can't do it. It's not naturally possible. It's impossible for me. It's not me. It won't happen. And it's very easy to say that and to have a great excuse and to walk away, and you definitely had good intentions, but you couldn't execute on it. So from Pharaoh's daughter, we learn that if you decide that you're going to put yourself to something, especially when it comes to doing something so good as helping another person, saving a life, not so much you're trying to just reach something that's for your own personal gain. There may be more limitations. But especially when you're trying to do something to help someone else, there is no limit. God says, stretch your arm out as far as you can, and it will connect with my arm. And God's arm is infinite, and you'll be able to achieve incredible things. So when we are in a tough time, lockdown just announced, the worst lockdown. Somebody in Canada has not known a curfew. I hear about it in Australia, they had it. Now thinking here in Canada and Quebec, they're making a curfew. This is not normal things. And it helps close us up, and it makes us feel smaller and feel less. And how are we going to help ourselves? How are we going to help others? When you have the intention to help, to get out of this limitation that you have, stretch out your arm as far as you can. But with the intention of doing something good, God will help you reach even beyond. And so it is when we face difficulties and challenges, stretch out and do as best as you can. And God will do the rest. Your arm will connect with God's arm, and then it has the infinite value of God's arm. So God bless you. We love you all. We'll do well. We'll make through it. We'll overcome, and we'll rise to the top. So have a good day and a good evening. Shalom.